It's really a pleasure to be here back with this amazing community. And thank you all for being a part of this and for your interest and enthusiasm in going deeper into some of these rich aspects of yoga and meditation, because they really are the light that helps us to understand better who we really are. So just a little bit about the chakras. I'm going to share with you a chakra Vedana meditation. Vedana means purification. So it's a purification or a harmonizing of the chakras, which are the subtle fields of energy that run along the spine that are like the headquarters of the elements that exist within us. So the five main elements that make up the world around us and our physical body, they're known in Sanskrit as the Mahabhutas. They're earth, water, fire, air, and space. And we have a combination of these elements within us, and each element has its own quality. It has a physical quality that we can see very clearly manifest in our physical bodies. Each element has an energetic quality, and it has an emotional, psychological quality, also a hormonal quality. So the chakras are very powerful in governing our everyday reality. They exist in our subtle body, right, which is known as the subtle body in Sanskrit is known as the Sukshma Sharira, which is kind of a mouthful. But we essentially have three bodies that we exist within, not three physical bodies, but three densities of energy that we exist within. And the one that we relate to most organically and immediately is our physical body, right? That's your known as your Stula Sharira, your physical body. But then we have what's known as a subtle body, which is the lines of energy that map our body, our chakra system, as well as our emotions and our feelings and our nerves that map our body as well. So things that we can sense and feel, but we can't necessarily measure. They're not matter-based. And then there's your causal body, your Karana Sharira. And your causal body is essentially your consciousness, your spirit, the part of yourself that is beyond your mind. It's beyond form and space and duality. And we can really only access that field of energy when we transcend the mind, when we go into deep meditation or a space of connecting to source, right? So the chakras are a way for us to both connect to our physical experience, but also go deeper into our causal experience. So let me talk to you a little bit about the chakras, the meditation that I'm going to share with you, and then we'll run through it together. So we have Earth Chakra, which is known as Muladhara Chakra, and that resides at the base of the spine. Muladhara Chakra relates to our sense of survival, right? Our connection to our physical body, our ability to be stable, steady, grounded in the material world, and really feel our sense of physical primal self. The shape that connects, so each chakra not only has a sound, right, a mantra, it also has a shape or a yantra that we can use to help harmonize and bring the chakras into balance. Because the chakras can get thrown out of balance depending on where we are in our world or what's going on with us karmically. But when we use shape and sound, we can harmonize and tonify the chakra and bring it into this sense of balance. Think about the chakras as wheels. It's often the word we use. It's a wheel of energy. And in order for the wheel to flow in this harmonious way, we need to use vibration and also visualization to help to create that sense of balance and ease. So for the Earth Chakra, for Muladhara Chakra, the sound that helps to balance this chakra is lam. And interestingly, if we were to say the sound la, right? So you could just say that wherever you are. Maybe you want to close your eyes and say la, la. And now bring your awareness to your pelvic floor, which is where the base chakra, Muladhara chakra, resides. It's right at the pelvic floor. If you say la, you might feel a little lift in your pelvic floor. And then to expand that region, we use the sound lam. So la is like putting a little pebble in the water. And then the sound helps us to expand the ripples of that sound, that mantra, into that field of energy around the base of the spine. So la, and then lam. And when you use the sound lam, it will harmonize the Muladhara chakra, your ability to connect to your survival needs, to have healthy boundaries, to take care of yourself, to know, how to stay steady and stable and rooted in this world, which is really, really important, especially in this digital age that we're in. So lam, and then once you say the mantra and you feel that resonance at the base of your spine, then we add visual, the yantra, the shape that helps to balance that particular element. So the shape that balances the earth chakra is a golden square, right? So lam and a golden square at the base of the spine to harmonize your earth element. Then we move up to just in front of the sacrum, which is Svatisthana chakra. Svatisthana is the abode of the self. This is the element of water. And water deals with our fluidity, our flexibility, our ability to go with the flow, right? To experience polarities in the world and not get stuck or attached. Water is also what enables us to really feel our primal feelings, our sensuality, our sexuality. Our ability to enjoy, to feel pleasure in the world is governed by the water chakra. So let me just also back up for a moment so you can have an idea about the imbalances in these chakras. Just a quick note on that. When we're imbalanced, out of balance in the earth chakra, we have too much earth, we're stubborn, we're stuck, we're rigid. When we don't have enough earth chakra, we're kind of spaced out, like always in our heads, in our minds, and not really grounded in our bodies. For the water chakra, when we have excessive water element in us, right? Think about water again as this energetic quality of water. We're constantly wanting to be in instant gratification. It's like we're looking for what feels good, what we can, numb any kind of feeling so that we don't have to feel any sense of pain or discomfort, right? So maybe it's like, excessive shopping or excessive medication with drugs or anything that kind of gives us this instant pleasure, but in the long run isn't serving us. When we're deficient in the water chakra, we don't allow ourselves to feel good. We don't allow ourselves to connect to our sensual, sexual selves. We're too much in the planning and the doing and the cerebral world, right? So the balance again in water, going with the flow. The sound that takes us to that location is va. So if you were to say va, and then take your fingertip just a couple inches below your belly button, feel how your low belly pulls in, va, va. And then to expand that region, vam, vam, vam. And then the shape of Svatisthana, the yantra, is a silver crescent moon with the two tips barely touching at the top. Moving up to the third chakra, the navel. This is Manipura chakra. This relates to the element of fire. Right? So we have a lot of fire in us. We run a 98.6 degree Fahrenheit temperature, which if you were to step outside, even in Miami or Boca here, that's pretty hot. Right? So we have this fire, this furnace of heat that's keeping us vibrant, that's keeping us alive, that's metabolizing our thoughts as well as our food, right? And our emotions. So it's really important to have a healthy fire center at your navel. Too much fire, we get easily agitated, overheated. We want to have power over, because fire is a lot about power and empowerment, right? We have too much fire. It's like our way or the highway. Not enough fire, and we feel disempowered. We don't have a sense of self or healthy self-esteem. We feel we always have to follow the mass and not empowered in our own unique sovereign self. So being able to feel your fire center is really integral to our ability to also feel a sense of connection to others, which is what creates at the heart, what we start to manifest at the heart. The sound at the navel is ra. You can also say ra if you don't roll your R, so don't worry about that. But if you put your hand to your belly button and feel ra, 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 feel how your belly pulls in. So it takes you to that physical location. And then ram, to expand the region at your navel. And the shape, the yantra for Manipura, is a red triangle pointing downward, just in front of your navel. Moving up to the heart. So the heart is the element of air. And because the heart is the bridge between the lower and the upper chakras, there's 7 of them total, but the heart is number 4, right? So this is the bridge between matter and spirit. It's the bridge between yourself and others, right? It's the bridge between giving and receiving. So it's very much about balance, harmony, feeling our sense of connection in the world and in our relationships. When we are excessive in the heart, when we're overactive in this area, we give too much of ourselves. We're overly giving. Just like take it, right? And we don't leave enough for ourselves. When we're deficient in this area, we get closed off emotionally. We put armor over ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable, right? And to experience those really important connections in the world. So compassion, kindness, gratitude, unconditional love, these are the virtues of the heart. The sound that takes us there is ya. So if you feel ya at your heart, you can kind of vibrate the qualities of the heart. And then yam, to expand that region at the heart. The shape is a 6-pointed powdery blue star, 1 triangle pointing up, symbolizing your connection to that infinite field of intelligence. 1 triangle pointing downward, symbolizing your connection to the material plane. And again, when you're at the heart, you're embodying these 2 realms. Moving up to the throat. The throat is the element of space, right? So we exist in space. We're made predominantly of space. When you break down an actual atom, right? There's molecules, there's protons, neutrons, electrons, and then a whole lot of space. So space is what makes up matter. Space also carries vibration, sound waves, radio waves, light waves all travel in space. So we have this ability of communication. And the throat chakra is our ability to communicate with clarity, with honesty, with truth, communicate to others, but also to communicate to that higher field of intelligence, to be clear with our vibratory field. What are we expressing and what are we attracting? So in order to harmonize the throat chakra, too much space, over-expressive in the throat, and we're overly communicating. Talking too much, we're filling up space, right? With everything, social media, like our text messages, or anything you can think of. You're just constantly active, right? Not enough space, and we're unable to articulate and express ourselves. We're unable to use our own voice, our unique voice. But throat chakra is what enables us to speak, right? To articulate our truth, but also to rest in silence, which is golden, right? Or as Rumi says, silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation. So throat chakra is really important. The sound that takes us to the throat chakra is hum. So ha at the throat, and then hum, expanding in your throat region. And then the shape is a white circle with this smoky gray oval shape within it, balancing our communication center. As we move up to the midbrain region, this is known as Ajna chakra, and that's your command center. Now we move beyond elements into light, right? Light is what enables us to see, to have vision, to be in the truth, to know things as they really are, and to see things as they really are and not as we are, right? That is the virtue of the third eye point, is we're not coming from our stories to perceive the world, but from clear vision. It's like rising up above when you take off in an airplane and you look down and you can see things in a new way, right? That's what Ajna gives us, the ability of perspective, insight, intuition, and inner vision. Too much, excessive area in the Ajna chakra, if we're excessive in this region, maybe we see things that aren't there. We're too much in this, illusional or delusional world. We're not seeing things with clarity. Not enough. Deficiency in Ajna chakra means we're unable to imagine a new way. We're unable to perceive a new reality. And as we know, as we move forward in this time, we have to be able to visualize a new way of being. We have to be able to perceive the world, right? Imagine a world that is based on evolution, connectivity, peace, equilibrium, justice, all of these things. To imagine it comes from the midbrain region. And then everything else is the sort of executional aspect of our being. Finally, moving up to the crown. Crown is Sahasrara chakra. And this is what connects us to this infinite organizing intelligence of the universe. The crown chakra, when we have too much, if we're too overly active in the crown, we might constantly be in this alternate reality, right? This alternate dimension that's not really grounded in time, space, continuum. Of course, we have to balance our checkbook. We have to take care of our physical bodies. We have to take care of our loved ones as well. And if we're too much in the crown, we're unable to carry through the everyday necessities that make up this plane of existence, right? But if we're deficient in this area, we lose a sense of faith and hope and belief that there is a greater evolution in process. We get very skeptical, right? So there's a balance in the crown. The sound that takes us there is the sound Om. And we just feel Om resonating at the crown. The visual for this one, the shape is 1,000-petaled lotus radiating out through the crown of your head. So we're going to go through each one of these chakras, and I will lead you through it. We'll say the mantra, the sound, to take us to that location, and then we'll light up the shape, the yantra, to help further bring that headquarter into harmony, into balance. And then we'll sit for some time quietly and just feel yourself aligned, right? Internally, but you're also aligned with these greater forces of the universe. And it's extremely powerful and profound and a really beautiful way to feel the resonance inside of you. Not dissonance, right? Not disharmony, but just resonating with that greater field of intelligence. All right? So that's what's on tap. We'll just do some very simple movement to get us, our bodies, our stula sharira, our physical body, into a space where we can sit comfortably. So wherever you are, I'm sitting on a chair. If you're on a chair, you can let your feet come down onto the earth, on the floor. If you're sitting on a cushion, just sit up nice and tall. And we'll take a few shoulder rolls to begin, letting the shoulders roll forward and up as you inhale, and then back and down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and back. And exhale, release them down the back. Do this one more time. Relaxing the shoulders down. Once your shoulder blades rest on your back, take the right ear to the right shoulder. And just pause there for a moment. Relax both shoulders. You can lift your chin a little bit on the diagonal here so you get a little stretch along the left side of your neck where we have accessory breathing muscles. Now let your chin float down towards your chest. Keep your chest lifted. Release the back of your neck. And then take your left ear to your left shoulder. Pause here. Lift your chin a little bit on the diagonal. Keeping that right shoulder away from your ear. Relax your jaw. Smooth inhale. As you exhale, let the chin float down towards your chest. And last gentle stretch. Reach your arms forward. Interlace your fingers. Let your head drop down towards your chest. And then as you inhale, stretch your arms wide. Bring your palms up and gaze up. Exhale, lace your fingers. Stretch your arms forward. Round your spine. Inhale, reach the arms wide. Palms up, gaze up. Once again, lace your fingers, stretch your arms forward as you exhale, and then reach your arms wide, palms up as you inhale. Exhale, lace your fingers, stretch your arms forward around your spine. This time as you inhale, lift the arms straight up overhead. Take a smooth inhale here, and as you exhale, press your palms up, root your seat down. Take a nice smooth inhale, grow longer through your spine, and then just float your right arm down alongside you. Reach your left arm up and overhead. Take a little side lean. We're down into your left seat. Reach up through your left fingertips. And then inhale, stretch both arms up overhead, and then float your left arm down. Take your right arm up and overhead, side bending to the other side. Root into your right sit bone. And then both arms stretch up overhead. Bring your palms to touch at the top. Lower your hands down the midline of your body. And take the right hand under the left armpit and the left hand under the right armpit, beginning with this simple breath technique. Close your eyes. Begin to feel the movement of the breath underneath your hands. This technique helps us balance the flow of air through the right and the left nostril. Actually have a nerve in between the fifth and sixth rib that when pressurized frees up the mucous membrane in the opposite side nostril. Just allow your breath to be breathed. Not forcing or manipulating your breath in any way. We're going to take the hand that's on top, most likely the left, slide it underneath the right arm and place it under that same armpit. So the opposite forearm is on top. Close your eyes again. Your shoulders relax. Relax your eyes and your eyebrows. Keeping your eyes closed, we'll rest now the backs of the hands to the knees. Letting your thumb and forefinger touch. Just notice any shifts you feel from that very simple exercise. Now your focus, your awareness is more inward in that inner realm, the subtle realm. Using the sound la to take you to your pelvic floor. La. La. Just feel how it lifts your pelvic floor. La. And then expanding in that region. Lam. 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 Hold your awareness at the very base of your spine and visualize a golden square right at the base of your spine, your pelvic floor. Balancing the element of earth, your survival needs, your connection to your physical body, healthy boundaries. Lam, and a golden square at the base. Just feel it silently. Now moving up to just in front of your sacrum, a couple inches above your pubic bone. Va, to take you there. Va. Va. Feel the lower belly pull in. Va. And then expanding. Vam. 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 Visualize a silver crescent moon just in front of your sacrum with the two tips barely touching at the top. Balancing the element of water, your sensuality, sexuality, ability to go with the flow in life and not get stuck. Vam, and a silver crescent moon. Moving your awareness up to the navel region, your belly button. Ra, to take you there. Ra. Ra, feel your belly button pulling in. Ra, and expanding your awareness. Ram. 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 Feel Ram and a red triangle pointing down just in front of your navel, balancing the element of fire, your sense of will and courage, empowerment, sense of self. Ram and a red triangle pointing down. Moving up to the heart, energetic center of your heart. Ya, to take you there. Ya. Ya, just feel the vibration. Ya. And then expanding your awareness. Yum. 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 Visualize a powdery blue, six-pointed star at your heart. One triangle pointing down, connecting you to infinite intelligence. One triangle pointing down, connecting you to the material world. Resting in your heart enables you to embody those two realms. Yum, and a powdery blue six-pointed star, the heart. Moving up now to the throat. Ha, to take you there. Ha. 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 And then expanding it. Hum. 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 And a smoky gray oval shape surrounded by a white circle. Balancing the element of space. Your ability to vibrate the level of your truth. Hum, and a smoky gray oval shape in a circle. Moving up to the space just in between your eyebrows and slightly above. Agya Chakra, command center. Ka, to take you there. Ka. 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 Just lightly feel it at the midbrain and then expanding it. Kasham. 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 5 beams of violet light radiating out through the middle of your brain, balancing this region of light and insight and inner vision. Kasham. And 5 beams of violet light at the middle of your brain. Finally, we move up to the very crown of the head. Sahasrara Chakra. Softening at this region. As you move up into this area, you let go of your physical body, your identity. Just feel the sense of grace, using the sound Om to take you to that place. Visualize 1,000-petal lotus flower. radiating out through the crown of your head, plugging you into this matrix of intelligence that is infinite and unbounded. Feeling that you embody that intelligence. You are that intelligence manifest in physical form. Sit quietly for a few moments now, resting in this resonance. Feeling aligned from the inside out, in harmony with those elements. Sit and be in silence for the next few moments. Now to bring our awareness back into our physical body, to a process of bringing that inspiration from the crown back down to the base. Gently press the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Rub your thumbs lightly over each fingertip. Just feel the sensation of your fingertips. Then move the tongue behind the upper teeth to the front of the gum. Take your hands about 1/2 inch apart and feel the heat between your hands. which you created just from sitting. Pull your hands a little further apart. That heat turns into radiance. A little further apart, the radiance turns into magnetism. There's this puffy-like feeling. You can expand and contract and shape and extend. It's called tejas. Now take that heat from your hands and place it over your eyes, covering your eyes, your brain, your face with that heat. Just soak it in. Let it nourish and replenish you. Move your hands down the sides of your face, underneath the jawline, into the back of your neck. From the back of your neck, just give a little press on the tops of the shoulders, massaging out any tension in your neck or your shoulders. Taking one palm on top of the other over your throat, your communication center. Feel the heat from your hands here. Moving your hands down to your thymus. Feel the heat from your hands here for strong immune system, health, and vitality. Move your hands down to the center of the chest, the energetic center of your heart. Once again, feel the heat from your hands here for gratitude and kindness and compassion. Now make a triangle and bring the a fist with your hand and bring the heel of your hand into your navel for that sense of will and courage. Feel the heat from your hands here. Make a triangle pointing down just in front of your sacrum, in front of the water center. Again, for that flexibility and fluidity and going with the flow. Feel the heat from your hands here. Lastly, take your hands to the crease between leg and torso, thumbs forward, fingertips back, draw your elbows back and press down. And really reroot, re-anchor your seat back into the earth. Feel that you reintegrate that intelligence into your body. Move your hands back and forth from your hip to your knee, kind of briskly. Circle into your knees with your hands. Back and forth from your knee to your ankle along your shin bones. You can do this simultaneously with both hands. Again, we're just moving the energy back down. Hold on to your ankles tightly with your hands. Feel the heat from your hands into your ankle joints. And then lastly, draw a line from your heel to each toe. Heel to the big toe, which is the earth chakra. Heel to the second, water. Heel to the third, fire. Heel to the fourth, air. And then finally into your pinky toe, which is the space element. So you've opened up those 5 lines of energy at your feet. Stretch your legs out, bounce the knees a little bit, whatever you need to do. To recenter and recalibrate, we'll come back to center, make a fist with your right hand, place it below your navel, and then cover it with your left hand. Now pivot forward on your sitting bones. So keep your spine tall, keep your heart open, but feel that subtle lift of your pelvic floor, right? Once you feel that power center, then come back up to center. So your heart is open, palms touch, bow your head down, and feel that power at your base. The antenna of your heart is radiating love, light, wisdom, and then keep your head out of the way so that that light and that radiance, that infinite intelligence can flood through you in each moment of your living. Thank you so much for joining me and having me today. Have a super rest of your day.